Menchaca gave me this flashlight at Roofcon in 2021.
Really, dude?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. So, dude,
him and I were always talking on Facebook when I first started following him. I was always asking him, man, where do you get your flashlights? Where do you get your flashlights? Because he was showing me the flashlights and finding hail damage on aluminum. And these things are just absolutely bright as hell.
bro, when I originally was talking about coming out here and hanging out with you, remember I was talking about him and you doing door knocking together. God, dude. And that's beautiful though, man.
Yeah, this is my shit, man. It's my flashlight. True story.
Good flashlight important in that attic?
A good flashlight's important. I mean, period. You can, if the lighting's right and you're looking at the right type of material, I mean, you can see impacts and dents. Dents obviously cast shadows, right? And so when you're using a flashlight to check for a dent in a surface, it shows up pretty clearly. It's a great tool to have in the toolbox, especially if you do a lot of metal roofing, a lot of metal roof inspections.
I heard somebody was saying like dusk or something is a good time to go out there, like certain times when it was a commercial claim and they're saying you could see all down with the lighting in the right way, that you could see all the damage.
Yeah, depending on the time of day, if the angle of the light's right on the roof, I mean, you could see things a mile away. Like if we were to be looking for a dent in this drip edge, let's say I put a dent in the drip edge because it's paid for to be replaced, but you look at that, you can see that dent a mile away now.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
You can see that dent now. Whereas before, if the dent was there, I mean, you might not be able to see that dent. If you walked, you would walk right by that and never look at it a day in your life, unless you had a flashlight up and you could see the convex shape of the impact. Ben does it. He looks like on a lot of window frames.
Yeah.
For the dents and the dings in Minnesota. I guess the hail in Minnesota wasn't. It's not as big as it is in Texas, right? It must be like smaller.
Yeah.
Right.
But if it hits those,
paid for all day. Yeah. Damage is damage. Let me see if Adam's in here real quick. Next door, John, we did the same thing last week. We did a decking inspection. We removed his tarping. We noticed that there was actual cracking to the decking. We documented it the same way we did here. Called the adjuster, sent them the photos, sent us the videos, and so now they're in the process of having all the decking approved to remove and replace over here, which means we'll have to remove and replace both those skylights as well because there won't be anything to hold the skylight. So we get new skylights out of it. Since we can't reuse the curb mounted skylight, we've got to replace it. So they're going to end up with a whole new roof, wood and everything.
That's a pretty big deal. Like I feel like that's the type of thing that makes like restoration like a little bit different. It really is a different game than like retail roofing.
When people ask you, like in roofing contractors, for your elevator pitch should absolutely have something to do with how you help homeowners add equity back into their homes. Like I solve homeowners' problems by replacing their roofing systems and adding tens of thousands of dollars in equity into their property. And usually, well, if you leave out the roofing part in the elevator pitch, I help homeowners put tens of thousands of dollars in equity back into their homes every day. People are going to say, well, how do you do that? Well, I'm glad you asked. You know, and then now you're pitching somebody. So understanding your elevator pitch is important because it's got to be a value proposition and people have to be inquisitive.
Can you give me a role play right now? I'm like I'm in an actual elevator with you. We're going down. What would you say? I'm a homeowner, or I'm just some guy you know is maybe in an affluent
random guy.
Yeah.
In a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Random guy in a neighborhood. Those are nice shoes, man. What kind of shoes are those?
Lems.
I've never heard of them, man. How do they? Do you like them? Comfortable, or what are they for?
They're a little bit. I think they're from Colorado, so I use them for running and just everyday wear. It's
a lot of good grip or something.
Yeah,
pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty solid. I like to think they're stylish.
Oh, it's got and it even has the gummy sole on it, like the brown colored stuff.
Yes.
I think that's the best. I'm a roofer, so I like to have the soles that really grip on asphalts and stuff like that. I don't know if you've ever walked on a roof before, but it can get kind of sketchy sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sure you have a roof over your head, man. Have you ever walked on your roof?
I don't generally go up there. It's a little iffy.
It's a little. What do you do for work?
Marketer.
Marketer? Yeah. Nice, man.
Yeah.
How's work and marketing going?
It's going well. Yeah, I like it. I'm creating a business and have a team going.
That's good, man. I'm a business owner myself. I own the company. Like I said, my name's Dave Taggart. I'm with A5 Roofing.
Yes, sir.
And I mean, from there, we just continue having a conversation.
Okay.
But,
Yeah.
To the
For
short,
you, it's about talking about them first.
It's an exchange, right? Sales is really a conversation that evolves. I think if you can get away from trying to close people and following the script and get them to close, and would you have any objections to da 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 da? If you just talk to people and have conversations with them, they're probably much more willing to do business with you. You can pitch somebody after you build rapport. I don't think that Chris Voss is one of he's the
Never split the difference, right?
Never split the difference. Chief hostage negotiator for the FBI. No deal exists outside of rapport. That's one of his most, notable quotes. No deal exists outside of rapport, and I think it's absolutely true. Which is why we try to focus on. Let me talk about a commonality between you and I. I see your shoes. I like those shoes. Let me compliment you on your shoe choice. That disarms you a little bit. Let me ask you about your shoes. Now let me relate what I do to your shoes in some sort of way. Now we're connected, right? It's like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon. You know what I mean? Now have you been on your roof? You've been on your roof, so you know bad shoes on a roof. You try not to get up there.
Slippery up there, man.
Yeah, hey man, good shoes. That's why we usually wear boots like that or cougar paws. My cougar paws are in my truck.
What are these boots, by the way?
Oh, these are Timberlands.
Timberlands.
Yeah, these are just some brown
They do
boots.
have a good grip though?
Because of that gummy sole, it's a lot like the bottom of your shoes. I typically like to wear these or Vans. Vans work really well.
Yeah.
I figured Vans would work well. They're skateboard shoes, so they're made for gripping asphalt. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if Cougar Paws wanted to sponsor you,
I would. Yeah, I would
consider it.
I wouldn't be mad. You know what I'm saying?
Are those expensive? I don't even know.
use how much?
Cougar Paws.
Like $200.
Do you have Cougar Paws?
$200.
All right. That's kind of an advanced move. I usually don't spend too much more than $100 on a pair of shoes on average.
I mean, work boots are different. These are an investment, right?
Yeah.
Every time I put them on, I make $500 an hour, bro.
Hey,